If you are watching this and you are a Trump fan, you wear a red hat, you believe that he was robbed, I want to try to convince you that you're wrong. And I understand that you've already clicked away because that is literally how you organize your entire media thing, is to never feel like you might be wrong about anything. But I'm gonna play for you, I'm gonna say for you a little bit of the tape. And it's not gonna be the stuff where he's saying overturn the vote. You're not gonna be convinced by that because you want the vote to be overturned. I want you to listen to this paragraph and tell me if it's consistent with a man who has assembled the evidence that proves that the election was stolen. Because remember, they've been saying for 2 months now, we have the evidence of how it was stolen, okay? Multiple things, whatever it is, it's Dominion, it's a van full of ballots. They have all this proof that it was stolen. Okay, so if they have that proof and they've had it for 2 months, I want you to listen to Donald Trump right here. Because what's the difference between winning the election by 2 votes and winning it by 500,000 votes? I think I probably did win it by 500,000. You know, one of the things that happened, Brad, is we have other people coming in now from Alabama and from South Carolina and from other states. And they're saying it's impossible for you to have lost Georgia. We won. You know, in Alabama, we set a record, got the highest vote ever. In Georgia, we set a record with a massive amount of votes. And they say it's not possible to have lost Georgia. And I could tell you by our rallies, I could tell you by the rally I'm having on Monday night, the place, they already have lines of people standing out front waiting. It's just not possible to have lost Georgia. It's not possible. That is a person who feels shocked by the outcome and is saying, look, people say I had to have won, right? That isn't how you talk about something if you've already proven that it was stolen. You don't talk about it as, well, it must have been because I should have won. That's a person who is fumbling at trying to hold together their preconception of who they are and how popular they are. That is not a person who has proven definitively that this thing has been stolen. And he's months now into dozens of lost court battles. So like if you're a Trump fan and you're watching this, I get that it's difficult. You're probably undergoing a similar sort of thing as Trump is there, where you did believe that he was very popular and you're surrounded by people that like him. And you think, hey, Georgia, it's the South, they must vote for him. But at the end of the day, you're in a similar position to him, which is it's shocking, you don't like it, you don't want it, but that is not the same as demonstrating that it was stolen. And if you're looking to do something so radical like overturn a state result, which again, I would remind you wouldn't actually overturn the election because he'd still lose even if he won Georgia, then you're gonna need a little bit better evidence than that. And your hurt feelings, it just ain't enough.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like feelings feel real. And I get that they feel, I know you feel like Trump won. And he himself says, in my opinion, absolutely, everyone is entitled to their opinion. That's great. It doesn't mean it is correct. And I know that's hard to separate feel from fact, but it's an important step. I feel like they should, teach, they'd probably mostly teach it in 3rd grade, maybe 2nd and even preschool, but we gotta keep on realizing that over and over and over again throughout life. Don't believe your feelings.
Yeah.
And this has been a message. I just need a star wipe right now, please.
Dun, 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 dun.
The more you know.
Cassie lately has been real good with it. Well, that makes you look cool, so she might not do it. If it's something that makes you look like a fool, she's already done. She's already photoshopped it. I can look at the document and that Tony thing is still in there. Anyway. For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/thedamagereport. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.